What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one, and I'm feeling good today. Hopefully all of you guys are feeling good also. Another day in Bulls Nation, checking out what's going on with the news and everything that's going on during the summer. And I know you guys have been checking out videos, and it's been a talk of the day pretty much today and yesterday about Christian Wood. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about that a little bit. But before I do, I want you guys to subscribe to my page, as I'll be talking about Bulls content all summer. Definitely follow me on Twitter at BullsNStation. And definitely follow me on Instagram at Bulls Nation Station. So yeah, enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So Christian Wood, that's the attractive name right now. You know, it's a lot of... Well, I wouldn't say a lot, because there's a lot of teams actually passed on Christian Wood. But there's been a few teams, preferably, that have had their eye on Christian Wood. And the main team has been the Los Angeles Lakers. You know, they're in the need for some big men right now. You know, everything's not set in stone when it comes to them signing Christian Wood, because the most that the Lakers can sign a big man for is the vet minimum, because they literally got contracts left and right. And knowing Christian Wood, he wants more than the vet minimum. And so the Chicago Bulls, you know, with them getting the exception for the Lonzo Ball injury, they have a little extra money to spend. And so that's why reports have came out that the Bulls could be one of the teams in the way of the Lakers signing Christian Wood along with the Miami Heat. But I'm going to talk about, you know, the case of Christian Wood coming to the Chicago Bulls and what that would do as far as the pros and cons. And so the first thing I want to talk about is the pros. You know, with the pros, you know, Christian Wood, he comes in, he's another big body. He's a very talented offensive player. You know, for a guy his height, you know, as a big man, he could shoot pretty well. He shot like a very good percentage from the three. I'll say probably like 36-37% with like at least 4 attempts. You know, that's pretty good. That spreads out the floor. That makes our offense more dynamic and unpredictable, as Billy Donovan said last season. You know, that's pretty good. He's a pretty good rebounder. And I feel like, you know, it just brings an offensive dynamic to our team that we need. As we were a top defensive team last year, our offense was nearly at the bottom. And so we figure if we can bring in more shooting, you know, that's what we did with Javon Carter. That's what we did with Torrey Craig. Bringing Kobe White back. You know, we bring another big man capable of shooting. You know, that's just awesome to see, especially with our shooting coach in our team and the Bulls talking about changing the dynamic of the offense as to where it's more three-pointers being taken. I feel like Christian Wood will fit well, you know, with the Chicago Bulls. You know, that's a pro for the Christian Wood. I feel like he will make a good pairing coming off the bench with guys like Kobe White and Alex Caruso, guys like Torrey Craig, because those are active guys who can help, you know, hide some of Christian Wood's defensive struggles. And, you know, those are active defensive guys. So having Christian Wood on the Bulls will be, you know, it would be interesting. I'll say that at the least. I know it's a huge crowd of people that are with Christian Wood coming to the Bulls, and there's a huge crowd that are not with Christian Wood coming to the Bulls. And I would get into some of the reasons why the crowd is not with Christian Wood coming to the Bulls. The first thing is his defense. His defense. It isn't good at all. I know a lot of people are comparing his defense to the likes of Jabari Parker, who blatantly told everybody he is not playing defense. You kind of see where he is in the league now. But if you think about it, Christian Wood is a guy who had 20-point averages in, you know, a couple seasons in Houston. And so to see him do that to the point now where it's not teams quickly willing to sign him, it's just mind-boggling. But you got to understand why, and the defense is why. That's one of the main cons. He is not a huge active defender at all. You know, teams can blow right by him. His defensive, you know, reflexes aren't that good. You know, he's a good rebounder, and he'll block the occasional shot here and there. You know, having unpassable defense, that's really tough. But maybe with the, you know, the Bulls defensive schemes, they can hide that. They can find a way to work around that. As to, you know, it's kind of weird because the Bulls are a top 5 defense, but we have a lot of really subpar defenders on our team. I mean, DeMar DeRozan has never been classified as a defender. You know, Zach LaVine, while he's made strides, he's never been a world-class defender. Kobe White, he just last season became a respectable defender. Vooch was never been classified as a defender, but the fact that they were willing to put in the work and make the right adjustments and follow Billy's scheme, that led the team to becoming a top 5 defense. So, I feel like we have a lot of more capable defenders that can hide Christian Wood. We brought in a Torrey Craig, we brought in a Javon Carter. These guys are very good and active defenders. So with them two coming into the lineup, we have defense not only in the starting unit, but coming off the bench also, like tough defenders. So I feel like that type of energy, especially in the locker room, can help a guy like Christian Wood. And I feel like another thing with Christian Wood that I would consider a con is, a lot of the locker room stories that have been reported on him, especially when he was in Houston. They were talking about how he wasn't the best locker room guy, especially with the young guys that was in there. But, at the end of the day, you read these reports about you, you read what people say about you, and you want to change that narrative. So, I feel like Christian Wood would come into the Bulls lineup knowing that, he's signing a small contract. He's trying to build himself back up into, good graces in a way, to where it's good reports of him being not only a good player, but a good locker room guy, a great teammate, a guy that's not going to complain. And I feel like the Bulls would be, the opportunity to do that for him, as you could go to the Lakers, but it's give or take. You could thrive, you could build yourself a respectable contract and branch out, or you can not do so good and that'll be the end of your career playing alongside LeBron James. So it's like give or take. The Bulls could offer more money than the Lakers, but yeah, I'm kind of like, on the fence of bringing in Christian Wood, as we already got big men in Drummond, Vooch. We have Torrey Craig and Patrick Williams. They could play the 4. And so, if we did bring in Christian Wood, we'll probably have to move, some of them players to the 3, like a Torrey Craig, a backup 3. So it's a lot of different ways we could go about it. But yeah, how do you guys feel? Do you guys feel we should sign Christian Wood? Me personally, I'm kind of like, it is what it is. If we sign him, cool. If we don't, I feel like we still gonna do what we do. But yeah, I'm gonna holler at you guys later in the next video, and I'm out.